What's up, family? Day 357 of trading, day 357. Let's go ahead and get to it. Go ahead and minimize my joint. Go ahead and hide this floating panel. All right. So if we look at today is bloody red, bloody red. So I already know we're going to be down on the account. Looking at Tesla, my TSLL down 14 cents a share. Meta's down $1.13. So that's already going to be negative over negative 250, right? Because I got 250 shares of that. UNHG down 79 cents. I got 160 shares of that, so that's going to be over 100. So let's go ahead and take a look at the account. Yep, today's gain overall is negative 610.90. So total assets down to 17,477.44. My options account is down 167. My shares account is down 443. Let's take a look and see where and what in the options account went down, which should be all of them, except for maybe Beyond. Yep. Trade desk down 44. My $100 strike price, my $80 strike price were down 138. Fives were down 15. Beyond made $30. And in my shares account, UNH today down 126.40. TSLL, which is Tesla, the bullish leverage shares for Tesla down $35. Met you down 282.50. It is what it is. Those are the waves. Those are the waves of the market, man. I kind of been saying that the last couple of days, and I'm not tripping because those are shares. That's why I don't day trade. I don't have to like that because I have my targets and I know they're going to hit. It's just a matter of when. So it's just a lot less stressful for me to play shares or leaps, which are options that are at least a year out. No stress at all, man. It's a beautiful thing. If I was day trading and I lost 600 today, I'd be like, oh my God, oh my God. But if I was day trading, I'd play a different strategy and I'd probably be making money. I'll show you on the charts in a second. But as far as my shares account is concerned, I mean, as far as UNHG, I'm down not even 7% on that. Big deal. TSLO, I'm down 13% overall, and MetU, I'm down 1%. In the grand scheme of things, that's nothing. And I want you to kind of get used to hearing that because as you get better or as you start trading and you have a bunch of money in there, right now, net account value is 15,000. Imagine if I had 100,000 in there and something went down 6%, that'd be $6,000. And you'd be like, oh my God, I'm down $6,000 on my account. It's all relative. You know what I mean? If I have $100 in there, I'll be down $6. 1,000, I'll be down $60. 100,000 down 6,000. You know what I mean? So I want you to get out of the mind of the actual amounts and just worry about the percentages. Percentages are the big thing. Just like if you make 10%, if you had $100 and you made 10%, you're like, oh, I made $10, big deal. 1,000, you made 100, you know, so forth and so on. You know what I mean? You get up to $1 million and you're down 10%, that's 100,000. Or if you're up 10%, that's 100,000. Do that in a day, you'd be like, oh, I made $100,000 a day. It's still the same 10% that you made when you made $10 off the 100. All right. So don't get caught up in the numbers. Just worry about the percentages. Now, if you're down 100%, you're screwed, right? You're down everything. And that brings up another point that you actually don't ever really lose unless you close out of your account. I think I said that yesterday, but just in case somebody's watching for the first time, you're gonna hear me repeat a bunch of stuff if you've been watching from day one. But if you're if you're down and you don't close out of your account, you don't lose your money. You have time for the market to rebound. Take a look at the charts, see what I'm talking about. You know, say you got in here. Or let's use this as an example. So you got in here and you had some shares, you got in at, 430, 430, 432, went down, went down, went down. You're like, oh my God, I'm gonna get out. If you got out right there, you'd lose. You'd lose about $50 per share, whatever you got. But you don't have to worry about it. Like you just hold on to it and then rebound. Now it's up to 494. You got in at 420. You made a bunch you could get out there if you want. You know what I mean? So don't worry about when you have shares, it's kind of like the easy level of trading. Hold your shares. It goes up and goes down in waves. You see it. These are waves. You know, this will rebound up. I got my targets where I know it's gonna go, about 550. So what am I going to do? I'm going to hold on to my TSLL until Tesla hits this 550. That's it, man. It's literally that simple. And then same thing for Meta. Meta's down today. I think watching yesterday, I was like, oh, Meta's ready to pop. Meta's ready to pop, man. It'll probably be maybe one more day, as I'm looking at it, one more day of down. Because right here, well, the day chart is actually bullish, but the 4 hour and the hour charts are actually bearish. How do I know that? Yeah, gotta know, man. Gotta know. I'll teach you some things at some point. Not right now. Um, but it'll probably go down just a little bit. Our chart, like I said, is also bearish. Yeah, it's bearish. So it'll dip down a little bit and then it'll hit a resistance. Probably go down. May go down about 645 tomorrow, then start bouncing back up. It is what it is, man. Um, UNH, very similar. Yep. UNH could dip on back down just a little bit more before it starts going. But these are actually, I mean, pretty is bullish on the day chart. Okay. Take your time, computer. That means my computer's bugging out. Sometimes you see my screen be fuzzy, man, especially when I'm looking at the numbers. And I don't know, man. I got to find a better location maybe in the house. Yeah, UNH is bullish. UNH is ready to go too, man. They're all ready to go. It's just a matter, if it's going to be third tomorrow, which probably won't be tomorrow for Tesla and Meta. Friday, it's a good chance it'll start going up, and then next week it'll be crazy. UNH is probably going to start rising up. Um, like I said, if I was playing the day, you go to the Tesla chart. If I was playing the day chart, if I was playing day trading, I'd be playing in between some lines and some buyers and seller zones, so I would know that this was already going to go down and hit a resistance. Boom, maybe come down to this line right here or this line right here. Then after it hits that, then I'll play it up and I make a ton of money. But I'm just not into that day trading game. When I make my money off of my leaps and my shares, I'll open up another account and probably place some 6 month expirations and playing between these lines. And I'll show you when I get to that point, I'll show you that third account that I open up and, we'll have a little bit more action for you, day to day as far as like the numbers. And then we could focus just on that account, like, oh, up 200, oh, down 50, oh, up 300, but I like to wait for those bigger pops, which is why I'm in the leaps. Because say, for instance, this options account, say down 20%, down 30%, you know, but at some point it's most likely going to be up 300%, 500% to my 5x and 5x in my money. Right now, I paid for everything in here, I paid 33.59, $3,359. And I'm expecting that to at least 5x. So you're talking about up to 15K probably within the next 6 months. You can't beat that with a bat. Um, it's going to happen. As far as my shares account, looks like Meta is probably going to move faster than Tesla. Let me double check. Yeah, Meta is going to move a little bit faster than Tesla, but they're both going to hit their targets. So I'm not really worried about it, man. I'm a target trader. When it hits its targets, I'll get out and I'll make my bread where I think it's going to go. Ultimately, I think it's going to go to 860 first, but will be first stop will be 681, come down. Then I'll be looking at 700, 705, and that's where I may take, some profit in Meta, let the rest run out, or wait until my 740 target. We'll see what happens. Anyway, gonna close out. Once again, today I'm down 610.90. Total assets 17,477.44. I'll keep you posted, let you know what happens tomorrow, and go from there, man. Have any questions? Go ahead and throw something in the comments. I'll answer your questions. I'm pretty active, man. I'm pretty active on this. So if you have any questions, have any concerns, or you need a tip or two, hop in the comments, subscribe, like it, hop in the comments. I got you. All right. Y'all be good. See you tomorrow. One love.